Okay, we've started recording now. Sorry about that. It's an oversight from my end. So,
No problem, sir.
okay, so we've been able to create this part. Now, what do? We check the other part. What to create next? We can come and create the cycle, or we go ahead to create this bottom. Let's create this bottom first, or we create these edges. Let's create this first. So to create this part, that's the stand. We go back to our model. We select our bottom, select this bottom, convert entities. Convert sketch, click to edit sketch. Then you can create a semicircle from here to here. You create your semicircle aligning on that line. Then from here to here, you cover it. Now, what do you want to know? You also know that there is a cycle at the end here. So you create that cycle. Now is to apply the appropriate dimension. So what are the dimensions for that part? You have from the middle to the middle of the cycle, the inner cycle is 2 inches. So from the middle to the middle of this is 2 inches. The radius of this is 0.31. So radius, not diameter. So let me change it to radius. 0.31. Okay, let me confirm, sorry. Okay, diameter is 0.31. So diameter 0.31 inch. So now for the bigger cycle, it is of 2.25 inch. And from the center, it is 2.5. Okay, let me explain. From here to here is 2.5 inch. And the radius of this, the diameter is 2.25. So 2.26, 2.26 inch. So you can see we've created this, but this is radius. We need to change it to diameter. So let's make it 2.26. So that is correct. Make sure this line and this line is horizontal. So you can see the moment we made it horizontal, and also make sure it is on this line. So you can see it is, let me go back. Click on this and click on this line. Make sure they make coincidence. So it's on the line, and make sure this line and that point and this point are horizontal. So they are aligned. So we successfully created this. What we need to do, Ctrl+7, let's see it properly. We have to extrude it. The depth of extrude, what's our depth of extrude? Our depth of extrude is 0.5 inch. So we come to our features and extrude this. Now blind, you click on blind the other way and you say 0.5 inch. You click OK. Make sure your merge result is always checked. So they are one single body. If I come back and check this, it's one single body, not separate body. So I've created this. What do I do to this? I can mirror this on the other side. To mirror this on the other side, what do? I come to mirror. We have mirror entities and mirror as a feature. So I click on mirror as a feature. It's asking me mirror face/plane. Where do I want to mirror about? I want to mirror about this. So it has already selected, because this is my previous sketch. It has already selected this as what I want to mirror. You understand? So I click OK. Now, if I turn it the other way around, you can see it's appearing in the other side. So now I want to mirror these two to this other side. So how do I do that? I have to click on mirror plane. What plane do I want to mirror about? My front plane. So because these two are previously mirrored, when I select, it's selecting my mirror. It wants to mirror what I mirrored before as my feature. So when I click OK, you can see this is appearing in the other side. So Ctrl+7 so that you see it properly. So we've been able to create this. Now we can go ahead to create the sketch on this face. Let me show you. To create the hole here, to create this hole. Now we click on this face and say sketch. And we can, first of all, create a center line to guide us. Or we can even use our sketch as a center line since it's at the middle. But let's just use our center line we've created. Now we come from here to here. We create this, this, this to this. Then we mirror. You can select chain. Click on one and select the chain of it. So click on everything. And you say mirror entities. Now you see this mirror is different from the other mirror we use. This is called mirror entities for mirroring sketches. And the previous one we use is called the normal mirror. It's used for mirroring features. So we come about our center point. So we've mirrored this. We've successfully created this. But now it's not properly dimensioned. So let's apply our appropriate dimensions. So we come to our dimension. We have 1.0, 1.25. So from here is 1.25 inch. Here is 1.0 inches. Now, the height is 1.06. And from here to here is 1.69 inches. And from here to here is 1.06 inches. So you can see that this is properly dimensioned. It is fully dimensioned. Everything is now black. What do you do now? You extrude cut. Go to your features and say extrude cut. You extrude cut. Where do you want to stop? You can say, you can use screw all, or you say extrude up to a particular face, whichever one you want to do. So let me just use through all. So I extrude through all. So I can see that I have this. We are gradually getting what we want. Now you can see that we've been able to create this. What is left now is to create this hole and this other hole. You get? Now, please, are you guys with me? A thumbs up and emoji would help. Okay. Thank you very much. So let me go ahead. Now, let's go ahead to create this hole by this side. Click on this face and you say sketch. You convert this to a sketch. Or you can create a hole manually. That's to create the hole manually. Or I go to my hole wizard. I want to create a hole, but I don't want to do it manually. That's where you use your hole wizard. So I click on that face. Sorry, I'm coming. Let me check the dimensions so that I don't go overboard. 1.0, 0.75. So I can click on this face and go to hole wizard. Hole wizard, what type of hole do I want to apply? Very necessary. a bottom tapered hole. That's the second one here. Bottom, and since I'm using American standard, I should select my ANSI inch, and then I come here and select my tampered hole. What size? I'm using this particular size. So what do? I come to the face. Since I've selected my size, position, I go to position. It will ask me, where do I want to put this? I select this and this. This is where I want to put it. Now, instead of having to click OK and create the hole first before I dimension it, I can just easily dimension this and say, okay, from here to here, I want this to be 1 mm. So I've done that. And also from here to the center, 0.75. So this plane can represent my center. So I can click on the center and click on this line and say, let this be 0.75. I've created this. What I need to do now is to align this with this and make it symmetric. So I click on this plane, hold my control, click on this point, and click on the second point. Leave it immediately. You discover it's not showing anything because we can't use this sketch as a line to create symmetry. So what we need to do is to click on this point and this point, hold my control, leave it, and say make horizontal first. Then we can dimension this again from here to here to make sure they are equal. If we don't want to go the route of making symmetric, so 0.75. So now they are equal and symmetrical at both ends. So I can now click my OK. So when I click OK, I have successfully created a hole for this. I can hide the sketch. Click on the particular sketch and hide it. So I can just come here, click on this sketch and say hide. Okay, why is it not hiding it? Okay, hide. So it has successfully hidden the sketch. So now what do? We are left with to apply a hole by this on this end. Now to apply your hole on this end, what do? We have to create a hole. It's either we create a hole there or we apply our hole wizard. But this point, I don't want to apply a hole wizard. All I want to do is to create a hole. So I click on the face and say sketch. I come to my hole and I click to create a hole. I've created a hole. Now make sure this hole, holding on this hole, hold your control and hold on this arc and make them correlated, meaning they will have the same center. Or if you make it correlated, they will have the same radius, I mean. So what you need to do is to make it concentric. So concentric, they will have the same center but different radius. If you remember your concentric and eccentric when you were doing technical drawing. So that's what we just applied here. So what is the radius of this? The diameter of this is 0.56. So I apply my diameter 0.56, okay. Now you can see the sketch is fully defined. So what do I do next? I extrude up to the next face. So extrude this to next, say up to next. It will stop at this face. So I have successfully created the hole. Now I want to apply every other features I am seeing that makes this look beautiful or wonderful that we are seeing. Control S to save your work. So let's go back to see what we want to achieve. Okay, we want to achieve this. Now, you can see that there is a groove inside this hole. This groove, pay attention. I'm going to show you how to create this groove. It's a bit tricky, so you can pay attention to properly get it. So to create this groove, what I do is to apply what is called a helix. Now I will explain. Let's go back there. So to create that groove, you first of all click on this face. You select this hole. You select this hole that is here. You convert entities. You've converted that hole to that face. You exit your sketch. Now, with that sketch clicked, go to your curve. Under your drop down of your curve, you see helix and spiral. So you click on helix and spiral. Now it will pop this up. Go to change this to pitch and height and pitch. So we've selected height and pitch. Reverse the direction, tell it to go inward. Now, what is the height and what is the pitch of the hole that we want to create? Very important. So there's something I missed before creating this hole. Let me quickly do it before going to this. Please bear with me. So there's something I was supposed to do. I was supposed to apply a feature here before I created this. So I was supposed to apply a chamfer on this edge. So click on this. Let me roll back. Okay. Let me roll this back. Then I come here and I click on that edge and I say chamfer. So I'm chamfering 0.075 inch. Now you cannot see it because it's not on full preview. So you apply full preview. You can now see what that is. So I have successfully created that. I can roll forward now to see the other sketch. But now the other sketch, what I want is this inner hole. So I can delete this first of all, and then click the inner hole, the inner edge of the hole, not the outer one, the inner one, and say convert entities. So it's what is the one now showing outside. So I can click on this and go to my helix and spiral and say height and pitch. Turn it, reverse it the other way. What height and what pitch am I trying to create? Very important. This will help me create a perfect what do I call it? A perfect spline. So I need to know the height of the spline. Please bear with me. Let me check the spline height here. Okay, so this is 4.025 and 0.125. So for the pitch, we have 0.125, 0.125 for our pitch, and then for our height is 4.025, 4.025 inch. We can reduce it. We don't even want this much, but let's leave it at this. So okay. So you can see now there is a spline. This is your spline you've created. The spline has been created across this. Now you have to create a curve that would guide your, a sketch that will guide your spline to create the groove that you are seeing inside this hole. Now, to create that, what you do is to create a sketch on the right plane. This is, let me try and get the dimension of that sketch. Sketch on my right plane. The dimension, okay, 0.06. So this is my right plane. Click on this right plane and you say sketch. Now I'll come to my line tool and I'm creating this. Bear with me. This is very crucial. Make sure this is horizontal. Make sure this is at the center so you can create a center line from here and here. Once you've created that, make this vertical so it properly aligns. Now, the angle from here to here is 29 degrees. The height from here to here, the height from here to here is 0.06 inch. Let me be sure. Please pardon me, let me confirm. Okay, yes. 0.06 inch, and this is 0.08, and the width of this is 0.08. So we have properly created this. So the next thing we do is to make sure that this sketch and this, a point on this line and a point of the on this sketch. So you click on this line and this sketch. Sorry, let me do it again. You click on this line and this sketch. Where is it? This point and this, and you say coincidence. So now that you've created this, this will act as your guide curve, and this will act as your path, your profile and your path. So you go to your features and you apply, first exit your sketch, go to your features and you apply your sweep cut. Your sketch, your path now will be your helix, your helix. Now put it at the middle. Now you'll be asking, why is this not centered? It is because of this, our sketch is not on this line. So let me go back, and this sketch is not on this line. Let me go back and arrange it. So what I was supposed to do was to make sure this is on this. So this and this. So give me a few minutes to make sure this is properly, yeah, so now it is properly aligned on that. So I can go back to my sweep cut, exit the sketch first, sweep cut. I select this as my path to sweep, and this is my profile. So you have to wait a bit. So it has created this. You can click on the middle to make it, should in case it's going both ways, but that aside. So you click good. Now, if you look at it, it has been able to create the groove that we are seeing. You can see the groove inside. Please, are you with me? Yes, thank you very much for the thumbs up. So we've created the groove. We can click on this and hide this so we don't see this. If your sketch line are confusing you, just come here. Your planes are confusing you, just come and hide your planes. So you have, So we've successfully created this. Now we have to add the last part, which is our, all these are fillets around this. So our fillets that we are going to be adding, the diameter for our fillets is 0.25 inch. So we come here, click on fillets 0.25 inch. Now, where do you want to fillet this? First of all, fillet this. When you have multiple fillets of same diameter, first click the ones with the same diameter you are using. These two is same thing, same thing. Also, you come to this part. Oh. Please make sure you select the edge, not the face. So the edge. So now that you've done this, you click OK. So you successfully created this fillet, but then you are left with this other fillet. To create this other fillet, what you do is to click on fillet again, and this one is 0.13. So you come to fillet 0.13, 0.13. Now you will select this face, this. Oh, careful. This. So you can see what I'm doing. Select this, and you come here and select this. So now we can go ahead to click OK. Now, if you are looking at this now, let me bring out the previous one. You can see that they are looking alike. The only difference now is just the color. We can now apply color to this. So let me use a color. I can apply color to everything, or I apply color to a particular face. But let me just apply color to everything, so we don't waste time to select color. So I can click on the whole part and go to color and select pink. Is this pink? Those are no color. Okay. So we've applied our color. We can click on this, a light blue or something. So we've been able to apply this color on this. We have successfully created these parts. We've created this part in our assembly. Sorry. We successfully created these parts in our assembly, this button. Let me click on this and hide it. Now we are left with creating this other part. Which other part is left? This is more bulky. So let's start by creating this. You can isolate this if you want to see it better. So to isolate it, you click on it and say isolate. So you see only it in the model. So I want to create this. Now to create this, you go to your plane, and you create on your front plane. You Control N to click new first. Then change your units to IPS, because that's what we are doing. You click on your front plane and you create a sketch. Now, use your center line. Now, let's go back to this. If you look at this shape, what does it look like? You see a T shape here first, right? This is like a T shape. So first of all, create this T shape. So to create this T shape, you can use your line tool, create 1/2, and extrude it. Make sure this is, yes, okay. So I've created 1/2. Select it and mirror entities to the other side. I'm trying as much to relate it to previous stuff I've taught you guys so that you can see how to apply it. So the diameter 1.0, 0.88, 1.5. So this is 1.0, 0.88. Let me be sure, please. Okay, no, sorry. 1.0 from here to here, is 0.88, and from here to here is 1.5, and also 0.75 from here to here is 0.75. So you can see that we have created something like a T shape. This is fully defined. It's totally black. So we are going to extrude this 2.56. We are going to extrude it 2.56. So Control 7 and say extrude 2.56 inches. Take it the other way. So okay, we have created this 2.56. Now what do we do next is to create the feature we see at the top that looks like a, let me go back to the sketch, is to create this part you see at the top, this part that looks very funny. So to create this part at the top, we can select this face, say sketch, and go to our rectangle. Let me use rectangle in this side. Now I'm using a corner point rectangle instead of my lines. So I use my arc from here, my 3-point arc. I create something like this. Now, sorry, forgive me. So let me properly dimension it. So from here to here, okay, there's a tiny problem. We did a mistake somewhere, but I can fix that. So let me delete this. This is not exactly at the coincide. This is not exactly at the end. If you look at it properly, it is not exactly at the end. Okay, it's at the end. Okay, it's at the end. Let me check something. Okay. Okay, it's not exactly at the end. It is the line that, let me explain. Okay, this is the part we are trying to create, this part. So it's not exactly at the end, but the other part is. So the approach where I'm not supposed to curve it from here. So it's a mistake from my own end. So it's supposed to be like this, but curved from this side. So this is, let me Control 7 to see it properly. So let's go back to our sketch and look at it properly. Okay. Okay. So you can see it. Okay. Okay. So 1.56 and 1.19. So this is 1.56 radius 1.38. So let's go back. Control 8 to make it normal. So from here to here is 1.56, and this is radius 1.38. 1.38. It's radius 1.38. And from here to here is 1.57, 1.75, I mean. So let me, 1.75. And this is 1.19. Let me be sure. Okay, so there's a mistake on my own sketch. Let me bring this way. From here to here. Don't worry, you get to understand it when I'm done. So from here to here is 1.19. So and from here to here, come on. Okay. From here to here is 0.13. Okay. This is 1.38. So we've been able to create this. Now, you can see our sketch is not fully defined. That means there's something wrong somewhere. So let's check the dimensions properly and know where we are. Let me check the dimensions properly. So 1 point, okay, from the end. So, okay. Sorry, are you guys there? Are you still with me?
Yes.
Okay. So I think there is a mistake with our sketch. Let me delete the line and do it again. That's why it's giving us some wrong values. Okay, so make this line, this arc, and this to be tangent firstly. So we can now say let this be 1.38, and we say from here to here should be 0.13, and we are good to go. I think we are good to go. Okay, so the distance from here to here also is 1.19. So we are good to go. So what do we do now? Is to edit this sketch, remove what we don't want. This part, this part, they are out. So we can extrude this to the other side. So extrude up to surface. So we click this place and we've extruded up to surface. If you check this, we've been able to achieve this. We've extruded up to surface. So the next thing we do is to create our cycle. To create this cycle we are seeing, or we remove this part and leave the other part. So let me explain. So we want to have this. We want to have this curve that is here like this. We have to remove this part from our sketch. So to remove this part from our sketch, from our extrude, we come select the face and then create a line that looks like what we want to remove. Something like this. 1.38, 0.38. So from here to here, is 1.38. And then from here to here is 0.38. So now let's remove this part. What we do is to extrude cut and say through all. Now, if you just extrude cut, this line will cut through all, but you want to remove everything in front of it. So what you do is to flip to cut. If you flip to cut, it will remove everything in front, but you want it the other way. So you flip it. You flip it this way. So it will remove it this way. You click OK. You can see that it has totally removed this part. If you look, we are getting what we want gradually. We are gradually getting what we want. Now, we have to create this hole that is at this point. To create this, what do? We come to this place and click on this face, convert entities. Then we create a cycle at this point. After creating our cycle, we dimension our cycle. What's the dimension of our cycle? 1.37 is the diameter and the height is 2.19. So diameter of this is 1.37. Now this is a semicircle. This is supposed to be a semicircle. So we create an arc here. Remove this part. You don't want this part. So the height of this to this point is what you want. This is 2.19 inch. So it will bring it downwards. So make sure from here to here is centered. They have the same center. So you see your sketch is fully defined. It's now 90 degrees. So what you now do now is to extrude this to the surface. So you extrude this to your surface. So what is in front of it is a surface. So you extrude towards surface. You select this surface. Now, if you look at this, you will see that it has extruded this to this surface. Can you see that we are having what we want now gradually? So now is to remove this hole and remove this side that is left for us to make our hole and also remove this side. So we have a hole and we want to remove this side. So let's just quickly remove the side first. Then we can create our hole, because our hole also has a chamfer. It has a chamfer through it. A fillet through it. So let me do that. Click here. Okay, let's create the hole. So we create our hole. I've told you, click on this line, click on your arc, make sure they are concentric. You know what concentric means. So what is the diameter of that circle now you want to create there? The diameter is 0.75. 0.75. So you dimension this 0.75 diameter. So you've created this. Now you can extrude cut. How deep do you want to extrude this? You don't want to extrude it through all. So because you want to apply some other features on some other hole to it. So you can extrude this 1.187 depth. So you use your blind 1.187. You've extruded this to this point. You can see the hole is not through all. So what do you want to do again is to apply another hole inside it. But this time, you don't want to apply the normal hole. You want to apply a wizard hole to it. A wizard hole of tapered hole, 8 to 7. So to do that, you click on this, go to your hole wizard. So tapped hole, I mean, 1 to 7. So you scroll up to get what you want. 1/4, 1 to, I think 1 to 20. Let me confirm from my sheet here. What hole did I use before? Okay, 8 to 7. Tapered hole, 8 to 7. So 8 to 7. 1 minus 2. So look at it, 8 to 7. So where do you want to apply it? It's asking for. So I will select the face I want it on. Once I select that face, it will be asking for the place to apply it. So I apply it and then I align it that, okay, be at the center. Told you, make it vertical. You can also select this line and select this arc and tell it to be concentric, so it knows that this is concentric. So when you click, now what is the diameter? You've created the size, but do you want it through all? Do you want it up to next? You have to do that. But let's just, to save time, let's just do it fast. So we've created what we want there. So now what we need to do is to apply our features. Let me go back to this. Yeah, I don't like the way it is. So let me just edit, put the settings that I used to create it. Blind, So 0.183 inch. And then diameter, what diameter did I use? Used an angle of 118. I'm trying to get the exact thing I use. 118. Okay. 0.183. I think this is making more sense. Let me see. Okay. Let's just leave it at this so we don't waste time. Now we want to create the sketch at this point, to create the whole here and the whole here. We can create a center line. After creating the center line, we create our triangle by this side. How high is the triangle? This is 0.19, 0.22. So from here to here is 0.19, and from here to here is 0.22, and this is from here to here is 0.51. So we've created this. You can see it's fully defined. So all we just need to do is to mirror this on the other side. So mirror on what side? You want to mirror it here. So what do? Extrude cut through all. You've been able to create this part. What is left is to create another hole here, and then apply your fillets and your chamfer. So let's go and see. Okay. So for our fillet, we come fillet. Our fillet is 0.25. Click here and then click here. These are first fillets we are applying. So you can see it is curved like what we want. So the second fillet we'll be applying is 0.125. So second fillet, 0.125. We are clicking this line. We are as well clicking this. We're also clicking this. We click this, and this. Get that crispy edges that we are having. So if you go back and look at this, and look at this, it's looking like what we want. Now you can see 2 cycles here, and also you can see a cycle here. There's a cycle underneath it, 2 cycles underneath it. And there's also a cosmetic thread. I applied a cosmetic thread. I didn't want to thread it for it to look somehow. I will show you how to apply cosmetic thread. So that's what I did. And then, okay, let's first of all create these 2 holes. Then I'll show you how to apply a cosmetic thread. So let me just explain. A cosmetic thread is like, let's say you are applying a thread. You just want to show cosmetics, just like what ladies do. They put cosmetic on their faces, you understand? But that's not their real face. So they give you this feel of that's their real face, but that's sorry, sorry for using ladies if you have ladies on the call. So, but it's better I use them so you understand. So it's more like you are applying a cosmetic around the face for it to look like there is a groove around it, but actually there's no groove. Why do you have to use cosmetic thread? Imagine I have a large assembly and I'm adding thread around it. The more I make a groove around a a body, the slower the body takes to load. The slower it is, the model will start to lag. So to reduce adding too much groove in our model so that it doesn't lag, we add a cosmetic thread. So that's just what it does. It just serves, it makes you see it as a groove, but the groove is not there. So let me go ahead to show you to dimension the holes that I talked about. So we have the holes to be 1 and 1 point. Okay. So to create our holes, we have to create, we have to come here and then create a hole. We can use the hole feature to create a hole, but then we are creating a tapped hole 4 to 20. So we come to a tapped hole 4 to 20. These are just, most times we don't use this in Nigeria. So 4 to 20, let me look for it, 4 to 20. So the feature on that hole is 0.75 inch. End caption. So my end caption is 0.75 inch. It's blind, so 0.75 inch. We can leave every other thing the way it is. I'm not really concerned about that. The position, where do I want to place this? So it's asking me, so I say this face. You can select the face and then it will ask you where. So I put it here and here. So now I will have to dimension this. So from here to here this is 1.5 divided by 2. 1.5 divided by 2. So from here to here too, that's to the center, is 0.75 as well. So now from here to here is 1 mm. So from here to here is 1 mm. So we've created this. Make sure this and these are horizontal. So we've created that. We click OK. And we have created our holes. So you can see our hole. It's showing there's actually a problem here, but this can always be fixed. Just a sketch, an issue with the sketch. So see when I removed it. Oh, okay. So let me just, so there was a problem with this. So let me go back and reapply it. So we don't have, okay. Okay, let's leave it here for now. So what I will do now is to apply my cosmetic thread here. To apply my cosmetic thread, I can come on wizard. Okay, I will not see cosmetic thread, but let me type it here, cosmetic. So you see cosmetic thread. If you say C, it will show you where it is to take you to the place it is. So this is where my cosmetic thread is. So when I click it, I select this and select the face I want to apply it on. And that's it. So you may not be seeing the cosmetic thread because there are settings I need to do to show a cosmetic thread. So I go to option and then come to document and say detailing and then shaded cosmetic thread. I want it to show. So you can see my cosmetic thread now is showing here. So that's how cosmetic thread, so that's how it works. So we also need to add a hole at the bottom here. So click on this face and let's add our hole sharply so that we are far behind time. We have not even started assembling. That's funny. Wow. Never thought. Just trying to follow gradually. So, okay, let's just round up. So this is 1.19 and 0.31. So we are applying a drill hole. You can just put a point here to show you where the hole will be. From here to here will be 1.19, 1.19, and then 0.31. From here to here, 0.31. And sorry, this 1.119 is to this part. It's from here to here. 1.19. So this point is to tell us where our hole is going to be. So now that we know where our drill hole will be, we can go to our hole wizard and select our drill hole. All drill hole side as 25. So click on drill hole. You say all drill hole side as 25. So I'm not seeing it. 25. Okay, 20 as 25. So okay, we have created that. Instead of recreating this somewhere else, let me increase the depth of this because I want it to be longer. 1.06. So 1.06 long. Why is it not? Okay. Then instead of recreating it, I'll just mirror this on the other side. So I go to mirror. I want to mirror this on what plane? Control 7. What plane is this? Right plane. So you can see it has mirrored it on the other part. So you can see two holes under it. So that's how to apply this. Now we've successfully created what we want. If you compare it to this, you can see it is exactly. So these other edges you are seeing are just fillets I added to this. You can go ahead and add those fillets by just saying, okay, let's add a fillet of, what's the fillet? 0.01. So we come here and say, let our fillet on this face, 0.01. So you can see it. You can as well apply here. So you click OK. So you've successfully created this part. All you can do now is to apply material. You can save it. So this part is called our sliding jaw. So we can save this. Oh, sorry, my screen. Let me go back. Okay. Can you see my screen? What's going on? Okay. So we can Control S to save, and we call this sliding jaw. Sliding jaw, and we save. We can apply appearance to this and say, okay, let this be our blue. So we've created this part and we've created the other parts. Sorry, I'm trying to save as much time so that we keep to our time. So the remaining other parts that are here, they are simple to create. You can create this, you can create this. So I will just do an assembly of this and this, since we've exhausted most of our time on this. Or should I continue? Should I continue and finish up everything? Can you guys still be on the call? I know. So let me wrap it up. So let's assemble the two of them. So we have, so to create your assembly, you press Ctrl N. But before we go, let's say I want to apply a material to this part. How do I apply material to this part? What do? I click on this part, I go to material, and I hover on this and say edit material. And I can select whichever material I want. But if I want to add material quickly, I just click on it and you see different materials. I can apply aluminum alloy on this, and I've changed the color to alloy. So, but that's how to do this, to apply material. You are going to need it in the exercise that will be giving you to do. So on speed modeling. So that's why I'm explaining it. So let's just talk about our assembly. Control N. We have done parts. To create assembly, you Control N and you click on assembly. So we have two parts we want to assemble. One is the base. You click on your base. Because it's already open, you click on your base. And you insert the base automatically inside at the center. So the next part you want to add is your sliding jaw. Now it is this way. You don't want it this way, so you rotate it the other way. So you can see we have our sliding jaw. Can you see that we have two parts? This is an assembly of two parts. I wish we have time to create all the other parts. It have been wonderful. So we click on this place and we click on this place. We click on this face and we click on this face. We apply a mate. We click leave it immediately and apply with mate. So it will make sure that this is at the center. So if I move this, anyhow I move it, is always at the center of this. It's within this width. Did you get it? So let's even be sure and say, okay, we want to clip this downward and clip it. You click on this face and you click on this face. Say coincident. So this is now on this. So when you move this part, it's totally on this place. So what you do next is to say this face and this face coincide. So you can see that we have something like this. So this is our brace, but I don't want to apply the coincide for now. So that we can move it. So if you move your part, you can move it up and down around here. The other thing we can do is to apply other mate features. We can apply a particular limit distance for it to move. So we want it to move a particular distance, and then we can apply our, if we have modeled our rod, we should have just put our rod here and then apply every other thing. But I hope with this, you guys, you can see how to apply the features that we've learned on this webinar, to apply it in an assembly, in a detailed assembly. So if you have any questions, I will entertain your questions now. So that's how to use this in an assembly. We've been able to create an assembly. So we don't have the luxury of time to create all the other parts, because I'm trying to keep up to time and not keep us on this call more than I should. So our co-lead, which is in person of Mr. Gracious, is going to show you your speed modeling. So because we've reached the end of this class today, he will show you the speed modeling, tell you how to go. He will just tell you what the question is. So you can go ahead. You have from now till Sunday evening to do it. You can do it yourself and then paste your answer in the group. So when you paste your answer in the group, the first person to get the correct answer for the question is going to be rewarded with drum rolls, drum roll. So he's going to be rewarded with 5,000 naira. This from me to the person. So he can use it to buy data for himself. Please, the leaders, you cannot submit. You cannot submit. If you are part of the leader team, you are out. You can't submit. It's meant for the community members to partake of this one. So when you do it, and the first persons will be monitoring the group from now till tomorrow. So the first persons that get it, if we have two persons that get it, they will share the prize together. But apart from that, subsequent, and then also you also be featured on our social platform, just to give you some recognition for being the best on our speed modeling. So Mr. Gracious, you can let me share the slide so that you can unveil the speed modeling to them. Let me present the slide. Just explain how they can go about it. Mr. Gracious, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, sir.
Okay. Let me share the speed modeling again. Let me share the slide.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, what's going on? Okay, it's not allowing me to share. So can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir, we can see your screen.
Okay. So this is your speed modeling. This is your model for the speed modeling. So, Mr. Gracious, you can go ahead to tell them what they are to do.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay. So I good evening, everyone. Yeah, if you can hear me, please confirm you can hear me. Okay, you can hear me. That's good. So I don't know if you all can see that slide. Okay, so that's your speed modeling question. So you had to model this solid, yes, using the appropriate dimensions in millimeter, please, in millimeters. That's what you do. So your dimensions should be in millimeters. Every dimension that's been given to you on this solid is in millimeter. So now the material you have to apply to this solid should be 1060 alloy. I'm sure while teaching, he taught you how to add material. So you're using 1060 alloy. The task now is to model the part using the appropriate dimensions in millimeter, like I said earlier. Then you have to, when you're done with the solid, with all the appropriate dimensions, you have to show us the solid, and then tell us what you got as your mass. So if you can show us your solid and then tell us the mass, what the mass would be, or what the mass is, you stand a chance to win 5,000 naira from him and then be featured on our social platforms. So it's like he said, you have from now till Sunday. Saturday, say Sunday evening or Sunday. Yes, that should be Sunday evening, right?
Yeah, it's Sunday evening. It's fine.
Sunday evening is fine. Okay. So what we'll do is um at the end of the call, once everything has ended, I will send this assignment to the group chat or to our community for everyone to have a clear picture of it. Because even I myself, I'm struggling to see the dimensions
Yeah,
from here.
see it.
But then this is what you will see once I post the clear picture. This is exactly what you will see on the group chat. So did you get everything I've said? If you've got everything I said, please, I need feedback. Did you get? If you did not get it, let me know so that I can repeat myself. Okay, are we sure everyone got it? Okay, if everyone gets it, then we are good to go. So now I can see there are just 5 on this call. I have Abdullah Ladan, I have Lisa, I have Omeza, I have Tenanbu, I have Wisdom, I have Jacolia, that's Justice, our moderator. So I will be posting a link on the group chat. Sorry, on this call, not on the group chat, on this call. Please do well to click on that link and make sure you the fill in the form. It's a Google Doc form. We want to get your attendance and then prepare you your certificate, right? We want to prepare you your certificates for attending this boot camp. So that's proof that you attended this boot camp and then you participated. Do we get it? I'll be posting the link before this call ends. And please, once I do that, make sure whether you copy it or you click on the link as quick as possible. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
thank you very much, sir.
Yes. So, and then on the group chat after the call, there's a link to a SolidWorks course that you can take. Yes, you might not have understood everything our leader or our FUTMX Swug lead has said. You might not have understood, but then with this course, you can take your time as much as possible and then take the course step by step, and then you get a hang of what SolidWorks is all about, and you will be fine. Like if you're serious with it within a specific frame of time, you're supposed to be good with SolidWorks. So I'll paste that link on our platform. So I hope everyone is on the platform. If you're not on the platform, just mute your mic and just respond. If you're not on that platform, our FUTMX Swug community. Okay, no one is saying anything. That means everyone is on the platform. All right, that is good. So please give me some time. Let me get the link, and then so that I can post it. That's the certificates link. Give me some time. All right, I'll hand over to the moderator. Just be gisting us as I get this link. I'm sorry for the short delay.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you all for joining us from the first day to this third day. Thank you so much, Mr. Timothy, for teaching us so much. I learned a lot actually, and I'm still learning SolidWorks. I'm still learning, so thank you, sir. Anyways, I don't expect everybody to get everything. Like you're not supposed to get it. But with this course that Mr. Gracious is going to send a link for, I hope it's just consistency you just need. You just need to practice and be consistent, and you will be good, just like Mr. Timothy. You will be. Um, can you all hear me?
Yeah, we can. I can. Sorry.
Oh, okay, okay. So
Okay, can you hear me? Can we hear me? Good evening.
better we can hear you, sir.
All right, there are some persons on this call. Ladan, Lisa, and others. Please just unmute your mic, everyone. Can we unmute our mics, everyone?
Okay.
Yes. So I don't know. I think if not all of us, most of us here have attended this. You attended this boot camp from the beginning. So just tell us one thing each. Just tell us one thing each you've learned in this boot camp. As I get this link, just speak. Anyone that wants to go first, just speak what you've learned since you started to attend, since we began this boot camp on Thursday. Yes, Thursday, right? Yes. Cap is scrolling. Okay, it seems
Nobody has learned
no one is saying
anything.
anything. You want me to be
So
calling
good
their
evening,
names?
everyone.
Okay, let me start. Okay.
You don't have to call my name. Sir Gracious. Good evening,
All
Mr.
right, Aladan.
Timothy. Good evening, Mr. Gracious. Good evening, um, Miss Justice. Okay, first of all, let me appreciate
Yes.
all the teams, the leaders, or how will I put it, for this great opportunity to teach us SolidWorks. I know you've sacrificed what's it called, your time for us to come and teach us this thing, which basically we can spend a lot of money just to go and learn it. But you decided to teach us, the normal citizens of FUTMINNA. So the little I've learned, okay, first of all, my system cannot handle um this solid work, so I did not even bother to install the what's it called, the window or something like that, to not crash my system, just as Mr. Timothy stated the first day that he tried to download it, and then his system did not recover. So I did not try it on my own. So that was that for that. So I did not try to for me not to be practicing it as you are doing it. Well, it's just sometimes I can just remember some things that you've already said. Some things like mirroring, some things like sketching the should I say, is it an object? Should I put it as, of what you want? And then some things like making sure that the sketch is fully defined. So make sure that the
uh,
sketch is fully defined. Yeah, I remember things like that. And then the use of extruding a sketch, and making sure that what's it called? I think I can remember some other things. Maybe other time I'll just try to keep up with what's it called, the link that will be dropped for me to continue learning it. I think these are the little I've learned. And once again, thank you all for what you've done for us. We really appreciate.
Thank you very much, Mohammed Ladan. So, Mr. Gracious just dropped the link for attendance. Please submit your attendance, because it's only those that wrote their names on this attendance that we are going to send certificate of attendance. So please make sure you click and submit your names.
All right. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes.
So I have dropped the attendance, the link to the attendance. Okay, it's on the chat. It's on the chat. The attendance link is on the chat box on this call. Please make sure you click it now and fill the form now. Yes, as quick as possible so that we can prepare a certificate. So as we are doing that, I want to ask few questions to few members, or to the members on this group. Lisa, are you there? Unmute your mic if you can hear me, Lisa. Okay, Lisa is not saying anything. Umeiza, are you there? Unmute your mic if you can hear me. Oh, because I want to ask question now, they don't know how to unmute their mics. Wow. Bello, are you there? It's not going to be a hard question now. Just unmute your mics, please. Okay, let's do something. Okay, probably you don't know where the unmuting of mic is. I'll ask a question. let's see the first person that will type the answer on the group chat, like this call. So the first question is, what is the full meaning of CAD? CAD. What's the full meaning of CAD? Let me see who gets it on the chat. CAD.
Okay, I see Ladan.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Oh, so you guys are there and you don't want to
Okay, so we'll give it to Bello Ayomide. You got it correctly and you were the first to get it. That's computer aided design. Computer aided design is correct. Yes. So in few, and the next question is in few words or in a sentence, tell us what Solidworks as a software is used for. In few words, or as you understand what Solidworks is, tell us what it is used for as a software. Okay, used for simulation. Okay. I think this Bello Ayomide knows the. Okay, wait. Bello Ayomide, please unmute your mic.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening. That's good. I like your answer you've given on the chat. Do you know how to use SolidWorks?
Yes, actually. Then I just started using it recently.
You just started what?
I started using it recently.
Okay. How about you, Tenabu? Tenanbu, how about you? Because you have said SolidWorks is software used for CAD modeling, assembly, and simulation, which is very correct. So I'll give it to Bello Ayomide too. It's used for engineering designs, modeling, and simulation. Okay, probably. Okay, the next question is, what is the full meaning of FUTMX Swug? Can you hear me? What is the full meaning of FUTMX Swug on the group chat? Okay. Why like that thing I ain't get them? The person ain't type before you no get them. Okay, you know put technology for him stuff. All right, we'll give it to Ladan. Federal University of Technology, Mina, SolidWorks Group. Okay, you didn't even get it. You didn't
you
even
did
get
not get it.
Jesus. You got
You
it
did not
now.
even get it.
It's not Ed that is missing what you said. Ah, Jesus.
No,
What did I not get again?
there's
You
no
didn't get
user.
it.
Swag.
There's no user.
Yes,
SolidWorks
Oh,
Swag is
group,
yeah, true,
SolidWorks
true,
user group.
user group.
true.
Okay, let me correct it. Let me correct it.
I am correct. Let me do it for you. Okay, for the other person, why I didn't for the other person, Tenanbu Zidane, he didn't put the technology of Mina. of technology. So that technology is what, that's why I said I didn't get it. Federal University of Technology.
For me, I'm close now.
Group. All right. So I hope we've all filled this form. Please, if you fill the form or you copy the link, make sure you fill the form as soon as possible. Please, if you fill the form, I want to see a thumbs up with your emoji. Okay. Ten and Bo has filled the form. So please make sure you fill this form as we'll be using it to draft your certificate as quick as possible. You'll receive them in no time. But if you don't fill the form, just know that. Okay, someone has something to say. Bello, your hands are raised. Speak.
Oh, sorry, it was a mistake. Sorry.
Okay, all right, no problem. So please make sure you fill out the form and get your certificates. Thank you so much. Like I said, I'll be posting a link to the course, the Google Drive. You can access a course where you learn more about SolidWorks, and in no time you should be a pro like our lead, Timothy Ignacio. That guy is a pro. He can design anything.
I am still learning.
All right, that's cool. Okay, and then the SolidWorks assignment, our assignments will be posted on the group for you to submit on our community group before on or before Sunday evening. So you will design the solid or the object, and then you will tell us the mass after applying the material that is there. Thank you so much, everyone, for participating in this SolidWorks, this Futmx SolidWorks group in collaboration with the NIMECHE of FUTMINNA. This 3 days boot camp. We are very grateful to you for attending and for being a part of it. Thank you so much. So I'll hand over to our moderator, Miss Jennifer. Take over.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for everything, everybody. Is there anything to say or any other thing that anybody wants to say? Because if there is nothing, this is good night too.
Yeah, this is good night. I want to announce to us that we'll be having, on our subsequent call, we'll be having one of our alumni. He's going to show us practically. He owns a company in FUT. That's waste. What do they call it again? Waste to Light. Waste to Light. That's the name of his company. So we are trying to organize a webinar with him. He's going to show us practically how he's using SolidWorks to create designs for his company. So you guys should bear in mind a lot is going to be coming that would inspire you and make you see reasons why to learn this software and master it even before leaving school.
Okay. Everybody should anticipate. Thank you so much, everybody, and take care of yourself. Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Night,
Thanks for joining the
everybody.
call. Yeah, bye.
Yeah, good night. Take care.